What's good with y'all, man? Thank you for tuning in to AG Speaks. And on this one, we will be talking about why you should not let money be your main motivation. The reason why you shouldn't let money be your main motivation is because money is really nothing but a tool. Money is just something that gets you through life, gets you through the day, gets you through the weeks, gets you through the months, gets you through the years. Something that's provided to a company or a corporation in order for a service back. It's just a tool for life. It's a tool to get you through life. Now, getting money, depending on your position in life, isn't always the easiest thing to do. That's why we value it so much, because you have to put in real time and effort in order to get it. Because when you get money, it opens up freedom for you in the real world, right? So as far as having money be your main motivation, it'll actually cripple you as far as going as far as you can with any idea you have in life. And the reason why I say that, and I know some of y'all are probably confused about this, and y'all might feel like that's not the right way to think, and if you want money, you gotta want it, you gotta go get it. And I definitely agree with that to a degree. But I feel like when you put too much emphasis on the money, it'll take away from it takes away from your maximum amount of potential. And I'm gonna explain to you why. So if you do something strictly for money, it'll be harder to keep going and harder to expand, and it'll take away from your creative mind, which means you won't think about certain ideas to actually expand your money. When you're literally only thinking about getting the money, it's gonna take away from your motivation. It's gonna take away from your like I said, it's gonna take away from your a certain level of your brain capacity that you could be using. So for example, if you're doing something not strictly thinking about money, like let's say you are somebody who works at a hospital. If you work at a hospital, right, and you're literally only doing it for the money, you find no other reason to be there, you'll eventually get sick of being there. You'll get tired of being there because you're only doing it for a number. You're only doing it for a number in your bank account, because that's all money really is a number. Like, it really holds no value. A piece of paper that you can put into a bank and transform into a number that creates value in the digital world, which somehow gives you freedom in the real world. You get what I'm saying? That's basically what money is. Money isn't really a real thing. It's just money can just do real things for you. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I could put it. So this is the way it really is, right? So let's say you're working at a hospital, right? If you're working at a hospital and all you're thinking about is getting to the money, eventually you're not going to want to be at the hospital no more, because all you're doing is working for a number. But let's say you start actually growing a love for the patients that you're taking care of. You start actually growing a love for helping them out, actually starting to grow a love to see people smile, just help them through their days. Like, in the hospital, people go through all type of things. There's a lot of things that people go through. There's a lot of stresses, a lot of hardships that you see people go through and stuff like that. And if you find love and what's the word? Passion behind helping these people out, you'll be more likely to want to go to work every day. You'll be more likely to have an easier shift day in and day out. You'll be more likely to go through life with a smile, because you're not doing something strictly only for a number. You're actually doing something because you have passion and love behind it. You have to find something that you actually have a passion for and go for it. But I do want to say this as well. If you want to talk about making a living, do not try to go for something that you're passionate about if it doesn't have any outcome as far as, like, this is where I feel like you have to find a balance, because even though you should find something that you're passionate about, I wouldn't say you should find something passionate about that you can't see yourself making money from. You need to see yourself making money from it too. You know what I'm saying? But the same thing that you see yourself making money from, you got to find a little bit of passion in there. That way you can expand and have a creative mind and expand in it. Now, for example, let's say if you wanted to, if you're really into cars, you know what I'm saying? Like you build cars up, you work at a car shop, you know what I'm saying? Like you're real good at cars, you know about cars a lot. Right, so you have a certain passion for it, and if you know how to fix a car up, you can make decent money. So if you fix cars up and you have a passion for it, you're making decent money and you love what you're doing. Those are two good things. So in that situation right there, you could be working at a job, building up people's cars and meeting all these people and learning more about business because you're in a business environment. And then once you get to a certain point, you might feel like, okay, I've been saving my money. I really like building cars. Let me create my own car business. Let me create my own car repair business. Then you could branch off and do your own thing and make 100% of the money and branch out and be just as big as the company you're working for in the years to come. That unlocks your creative mind because you have a passion for it. Not only that, but you also built connections in your business. You know what I mean? It made sense for you to be there. You were making money and you were passionate about it. That's something I feel like everybody should start to figure out. Like, find out something that you're really passionate about, but also something that could be profitable in the end. So you got to think about, the first thing I would say is think about what you're actually good at. Think about what you actually specialize in. And I don't want to hear that you're not good at anything, you don't specialize in it. Everybody is good at something. I don't care what it is. Everybody is good at something. If you're good at reading a book, maybe you could write a book. If you read books, maybe you could write one. You never know. You know what I'm saying? If you have if you can cook, you can start a cooking business. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. If you have a certain talent in marketing or anything like that, if you're real good at Instagram, you got a lot of Instagram followers, you probably could be an online marketer. You might be able to sell things online. You might be able to drop ship. You got to start to figure out what your talents and strengths are. Once you learn what your talents and strengths are, you can go in the right direction and figure out what you can have some type of passion in. But you got to actually see that in yourself. You have to have self-confidence. People who say that they're not good at anything, I just blame that on self-confidence. A self-confidence issue, because everybody's good at something. Nobody's just not good at anything. Everybody was given a gift. I don't care what it is, everybody was given a gift. The most unfortunate people, the most people that people think are not cool, the most geeky, nerdiest people, they have a gift, whether it be mathematics, they just super smart, they real good at reading, like I said, they can type real good or write. It's something about a person that can be profitable for them, but they have to see and act on their talents and strengths. You have to figure out what your talents and strengths are. Once you do that, you can really start to make a move in the right direction. Until you do that, you'll have a harder time in life. You'll always find yourself in a bad position because you don't see what your strengths are. You haven't had the time to really sit and analyze yourself, which is crazy to me. I've met people that say they like to people watch. If you know about people who like to people watch, things like that. I've met people who say they like to people watch. They like to observe people. That's like what they like to do. But they never sat and observed themselves. Like, you know how many people you walk through life and you look at every single day, but you never sat and just looked at yourself? That's a problem. That's a disadvantage. And we need to come up with a solution for that, which is why I'm coming to y'all with this video. So I just feel like if you can find a way to find your strengths and identify your weaknesses as well, you can come up with a good plan of action. Like I said, to come up with a strategy to go towards something that you, one, have passion about, and second, you can make money from. Okay, do not let money be your main motivation. Letting money be your main motivation will actually put you in a bad position mentally. It'll take you away from what you really want to do. It'll make you feel like your life is empty. It'll make you feel like you're doing something that you hate because you're only doing it for a number. Now, when you get this number, the number feels good. I'm not going to lie. When the number increases, it feels good for the day. But a couple of days later, when you're back at work and you're waiting for that number to increase again, you're back just doing something for a number. It's not for free, but it damn sure kind of feels like it, because you're not really having any fulfillment from it. You're not having any type of love for what you're doing. You're not having any type of passion for what you're doing. You're not having any type of energy raised from what you're doing. All you're doing is just sitting there working for an imaginary number that's getting put in your bank account. You can do real things in life with it, but it's not a big enough number in most cases when you're working a job or anything like that for you to really be able to move and do what you need to do. Now, people, this is also another thing. For the people who are really good at money management, really good at investments and things like that, people who know how to work that number, that imaginary number that we're talking about, that could be your goal. That could be your strength right there. Just being able to move money around and do money management, you could help other people with that. You could really go get certifications and be a financial advisor or anything of the sort. You could really find a way to make money and find out what you're good at. You just got to figure out what you're good at. Once you can do that, you can do anything. I'm telling you, man. So I just want to let y'all know, be sure to keep your head on straight, stay motivated, stay blessed. And that's pretty much all I had to say for this video. I appreciate y'all for watching. If you made it this far, big shout out to you. And other than that, I'm gone.